Wait, images where?
Do you want me to do the introduction for the post race, or are you gonna do it, Byron?
I started. Live.
Now,
Yeah.
welcome back, race fans. After an amazing Homestead race that was, I would say, rather uneventful, until that finished a crazy comeback for Bloom after drama in turn four on that white flag lap, as Nivik in his last and final full-time start in the SCRO Alani series gets the win. Um, Nivik, how do you feel about getting a win in your last full-time start?
Well, I obviously, as you saw, I didn't do it in the most respectful way, but I'm going out. I'm going out with a bam, and I mean, I know Nash probably is the most pissed off man in the world right now, but to be honest, I didn't really mean to affect him all that much. I mean, yeah, I made contact with Duck there, but I was not the sole reason that he lost his championship. But it just feels good to finally win again in season 6 and go out with a good note.
Yeah, obviously a hard fought day did not come easy. You had so many issues from getting spun, lag issues, so much more. How do you feel? What are your comments there, like on that final coming to the line? What were your thoughts going through your head?
My thoughts were, I just did that. At that moment, I was like, oh, like, but I saw Nash behind me, and I thought Nash had that championship, but then I saw Bloom rocket up the outside. I'm like, what the hell? That was a unexpected finish. I didn't really realize that that was happened behind me when I got ahead.
Obviously, um, final ever start full time at least. Are you going to be going part time possibly next season? Have you figured that out still?
I don't know. I'll still have to figure it out after this race, but I'm sure two very specific people, have it out for me next season. So I'm gonna have to be um, making it
Yeah.
out.
And
I'm gonna have to figure out that. So um, yeah,
any?
I'll still think about it.
Do we have any more questions? No cap. Duck.
Yeah.
Right.
Now let me ask Duck a couple questions here. Same thing for Nivik. Duck,
Oh,
what were your thoughts?
where did?
Um, the the race itself, I mean, it was pretty. It's Homestead, so it's always in for a really good race. Um, wish we could have won at the end, but sometimes that just doesn't happen for you. You have all these advantages that you have. You have a good line, you have a good exit, you have a good entry, you have all these good things, and just one little thing that can happen to make it so you can't win. But yeah, it was a good race throughout, all in all. But it's a bummer we didn't win.
Yeah.
Obviously, man, you had such a interesting day. How do you feel about that coming to the line, that final turn, that final thing?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just respect. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. He's done it to me numerous amount of times before, but he this is the last full time race, so I'm not gonna go off on him. But I mean, yeah, putting somebody in the wall like that is just unacceptable. But you know, we're both not racing for anything, so I can't get too mad. But it sucks that I couldn't go out there and you know, have fun with my former teammate and, be there when he won and, just have fun with him and enjoy the moment.
You want me to join the game?
Yeah. Any further comments? Anyone you'd like to thank, Duck, before we go ahead and get Nash?
Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch for being with me throughout the chase, Spire especially. Um, letting me drive their 77. And yeah, just congrats to Bloom, and he's earned it.
Alright, there you have it there from Duck. Now that I think about it, we have a lot of animals racing. Anyway.
Server.
That's like the 900th time you said that.
Yeah. Okay, Mina.
All right.
You
So,
just want me to sit? You're wait for Duck to leave.
Duck?
You can just sit.
Here, I got
Okay.
it.
Oh, he disappeared. Okay.
Oh.
Alright, now we're here with Nash after a, really a heartbreak right there. Give me your thoughts on that. Just overall what happened there.
The whole race or the finish?
The finish.
Yep. So last couple of laps we were trying to get past Bloom. We couldn't pass him pretty much all day. I think we had a second place car. We just didn't have the first place car. I knew we were better passing people whenever they were or in second place or third place. It was just so much easier getting around them with the draft from the leader. But you know, finally got a run on the inside there. We were kind of door locking, just hard racing, as we usually do. I think over the radio we had a lot of disagreements throughout the race via door locking and just not hitting our lines correctly, or maybe like especially in stage one or I think it was stage one, yeah, where I kind of cleared myself under him, just rubbing and racing, just racing as hard as we could. Don't blame them for it, obviously. I mean, we could have both done something different on the places where we made contact, and if we did make contact, it was one of ours fault, and then somebody else would do it, and it would be the other one's fault. So hard racing. Finally got a run on the inside there. Highline was dominant the whole race. I think in the draft we were better on the low line, the low middle line, and got past them, and immediately, we were like, we're in position to get this race won. Like this not the race one, but the championship one. We had to finish in front of him. We had a 2-point gap. No matter what, if I finished in front of him that race, no matter the position, I won the championship either off a tie or off getting more points than him. If he finished in front of me, it would have been his championship. So, coming through four, the 4 car decides to win the championship race, thinking he's trying to go for another championship, and does exactly what he does every time he's going to try to win a race and just wall the person. Happened to be Duck. That made me change lines and the way the cars were running that day, and I don't know why we chose these cars. It would have been so much easier to do the ones that we usually race. But when you change lanes, especially if you're on the bottom, you're going to be slow anyway on exit, so you have to go straight to gas up there. And blocked me and got blocked by the wreck, and they're going at that point 170, and I'm exiting 185. I have nowhere to go. I go on the inside, so I'm already slower than I would be if I was exiting how I wanted to exit. I'd be around 195, headed in the area where Bloom passed me. But no, I was going 180 because of the wreck, and then Duck decides not to know how to keep his car straight and doors me a few times. And I don't contribute all the blame to him, but I do contribute some of the blame to him. But mainly Nivik not knowing how to race a car. So, congrats to Bloom on his championship. I think it was well deserved. He was up front all race, and just sad that we couldn't pass him there. But good race, good season. Just sucked at the end.
Do you think
Yeah.
there was anything we could have done there? Like anything different?
Probably I was if I exited high because apparently, because they don't know how to race a stock car,
Like worse than me?
walling someone,
We need to set the level here real quick. Was it worse than me?
that move was worse than you. Yes, you're not gonna. I believe full faith in you that you're not gonna ruin somebody's championship.
No, I have experience.
Shut up, no cap.
At least
Put you
in
to
in
base
my
right now.
experience, he's not going to. I mean, he could ruin somebody's P2, but he's never wrecked out the leader. Um,
He did to
and
me.
also, you know, when you bump off the wall, it puts you low. So I was exiting low anyway. I was on the low line, and that completely screwed me over.
Yeah.
If I would have gone
How?
high, if I was on the high line, and if I was running the corner how I was doing it all race around Bloom, where I tried passing him on the high line, we would have got the high line run, and he would have probably had to swerve low and gotten the mess himself like I did. And I mean, thinking of that, it sucks. We could have gone high. We had the room. The only reason I didn't was because I felt more comfortable exiting low because I know if I'm going to go high, I'm going to lose time to the person under me, and I didn't know if he was going to get under me, if he could get the run before I could get the high line run across the line. So that's where my mindset was, and I wish I would have done something different there, but I didn't really have a choice.
Yeah,
How do you
obviously.
think that you can use that finish, and how do you think that you're going to motivate yourself through the next season after that heartbreak? Do you think that you can maybe get yourself into a chase again for the championship?
It'll really just depend on our cars next season. Being in the tank cars this season, um, I'm really good at those. Can usually put up good lap times every race, compete. Um, I'm all right at suspension chassis if we do use suspension chassis, which I think we are. I'm not sure though, but it's going to be something we have to adapt to. The two races we did with the suspension chassis this season were mediocre at best, but we still got points off of them. And even though we didn't finish well at Auto Club, we did get a P3. I figured out the line there. It's just going to be about learning the cars next season. Obviously, with the drivers that I've lost respect for this afternoon, won't race them with respect anymore, and that's for sure. Um, it kind of sucks that they race like that, especially with Nevik being in his quote unquote last start, especially with him leaving multiple times. I don't think he should have been re-awarded his chase spot because Byron was not re-awarded his chase spot. Um, Either way, we're gonna go into next season on our new team, on my team. We got the champion on my team as my teammate. We got a former cup champion on my team as well. And then we got Soaring on the team. So we're gonna be pretty set here. I think we're gonna work well next season. I know me and Bloom can have our run-ins on track, but I feel like as teammates, if we can share data, we can definitely pull off a bunch of wins for our team.
Um, just any further comments? Anyone you'd like to thank? Um,
What'd you say?
anyone you'd like to thank? Any further comments?
Chevrolet, Trackhouse Racing, team owner, Nuke there. He's helped me a lot during the chase and during the regular season. Um, Safety Culture, Red Bull, Wendy's, all of our associate
Yeah.
sponsors here, and I wish them a farewell for next season. We will be bringing some of them along, like Red Bull, but we also got some new sponsors that I have yet to announce that we're going to be having. But mainly just thanks to Chevrolet Racing. We had a good race out there today, great engines, and looking forward to next season.
All right, there you have it from Nash.
I feel like Carl Edwards if it was his first season.
I bet.
Mina, would you like to come up and say anything?
Yes, that's why I was waiting. All right.
All right, Mina, how do you feel? Obviously, a great day for RFK. How do you feel about your teammate winning the chase?
Yep, it's great.
Championship.
I am very ecstatic for him, and I win stage 1, and then we have our my teammate, our human wins stage 2, and then ending it off, Bloom wins the championship. There's no better feeling than just having the RFK sweep weekend, man.
Yeah. What was going through your head on that final corner when you saw Bloom have that massive outside lane?
It was actually quite shocking because I see ahead of them, it's like, okay, these two are probably, I don't think they'll probably just maybe door bump a little bit and it'll just be over. But no, they slow up, and then you see Nash get slowed up, and then just Bloom straight on the outside to swipe the championship away. I mean, I'm just glad that he was in the right position to take that move. I especially am very glad, since I was not able. I was going to try and push him off of the corner if I was able to get to his back bumper to try and get him past Nash, but just did not have the run that I needed to do that. But we somehow still got that opening for him to take, even without me up there on him. So it was a really great move for the championship win.
Yeah. And what was going through your mind on, I believe, lap 110 when he got spun and got sent to the back? Did you think he would still have it in him? Or did you think Nash had killed it at that point?
On the one hand, like, I didn't want to think that his race was over, because it's championship race. There's and I was probably thinking, okay, we might just have another caution. Bloom gets track position, and he can just take have a chance for it. So I didn't think there was. It was probably a 50-50% chance at that restart. It's like, okay, maybe his race is over, but obviously, I'm just glad that he was able to make it back up there and get it done. I was, if he wasn't able, like, in the situation where he wasn't able to, I probably would have tried my hardest to get the win instead of it, and just hope that maybe I could beat. Well, even if he didn't win championship, I still kind of wanted to win that race. But luckily it happened the way it did, and Bloom got it. So
Yeah, obviously hard fought day. You finished inside the top 5, correct?
yep.
Hmm.
Yes.
You just leave.
No.
I'm done.
Okay, I'm
Finished fifth.
yeah.
Top five.
How do you feel like the racing was? How was that?
Well, I'd say it was pretty good racing throughout. It really obviously ramped up in stage 3 and everything, but obviously just we qualified on pole. We had a very fast car all day, and we had one minor setback, but we were able to grind it out. The Celsius car was very fast, and I was just glad that I was able to be up in the top 5 and actually was somewhat close enough to maybe challenge for the win at the end. But overall, it was just a great weekend. The festivities here at Homestead are always great, and obviously the intensity and everything does ramp up when it is the championship race. So I was expecting the hard racing at the end. So yeah, it was a great race.
And obviously, um, it's been a great season so far, okay, with many wins coming from all 3 drivers. But how do you feel that you're now almost ex-teammates? Bloom is going to Hendrick. How do you feel about that move? Do you think that that's going to affect your guys' relationship at all in the races?
Oh no, of
coming
course
season
not.
7?
No, No, of course not. Obviously, he was the one who gave me my start back when I first started. He's gave me all these opportunities, and I don't think him just switching a team is gonna change that feeling. Like, even if we aren't, all going to be racing for the same team anymore and everything, it's just, he's just one of those guys that I can respect on and off track, and I don't think that will change anytime soon.
All right. Anything you'd like to add?
No,
Anyone
just
you'd like to thank?
my sponsors, Castrol, Discount Tire, and then of course Celsius. Since this is obviously the last time I will be in the 60 for this season, which 60 obviously was the starting number I got when I started in RFK and everything. So it is a shame to see it go, but I'm going back to my roots with the 62 car next season. So it's a journey and something that I will cherish, as we will be coming into my last full-time season next season. So I'm going to try my hardest to see if we can make the championship and maybe win a championship in my last final season full-time in SCRL.
All right, there you have it there from Mina, also known as Anubis and whatever. I think that's really everyone.
Yeah.
All right, we thank you guys for watching today. Tech, did you race Tech? I don't even remember.
No, I did not. I just wanted to be up here.
Oh, okay. Hi, Nuke.
Hi. You guys still streaming or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
About to end it though.
Live stream.
Alright, well, we thank you guys for watching. We hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching Post Race. We'll see you next season for D2, because I'm not doing D1 unless I get suspended, which there's a pretty high
very
chance.
likely.
Yeah, that's it. Take in your bets now of how soon that happens. I might do the
D1
Clash.
signings are open, so
Yeah, I
we
know.
might. You want to stream